Hello, everybody. In this session, we are talking about a research objective. Research objectives describe what your research project intends to accomplish. They should guide every step of the research process, including how you collect data, build your argument, and develop your conclusions. Your research objectives may involve and evolve slightly as your research progress, but they should always line up with the research carried out and the actual content of your paper. And then, why are research objectives important? Objectives can help you stay focused and steer your research in the required direction. They help define and limit the scope of your research, which is important to efficiently manage your resources and time. The objectives help to create and maintain the overall structure and specify two main things: the variables and the methods of quantifying the variables. And then we move to the key characteristics of research objectives. The first characteristics: clarity. Research objectives should be clearly defined and easy to understand. One should ensure there is no space for ambiguity or misinterpretation. And then the second, time bound. Research objectives may have associated timelines or deadlines to indicate when the research aims should be accomplished. And then the third, specificity. Objectives should be specific and narrowly focused on the aspect of the research topic that the study intends to investigate. They should answer the question of what or which rather than how or why. And then fourth, realistics. Objectives should be attainable within the constraints of the study, including time, resources, and feasibility. Fifth, measurability. Research objectives should be formulated in a way that allows for measurement and evaluation. This means that there should be a way to determine whether the objectives have been achieved or not. And then the sixth, relevance. Objectives should be relevant to the research topic and align with the overall research question or hypothesis. They should address important aspects of the subject matter. And then we move to the types of research objectives. In the landscape of research, setting objectives is akin to laying down the tracks for a train's journey, guiding it towards its destination. Constructing these tracks involves defining two main types of objectives: general and specific. Each serves a unique purpose in guiding the research towards its ultimate goals, with general objectives providing the broad vision and specific objectives outlining the concrete steps needed to fulfill that vision. Together, they form a cohesive blueprint that directs the focus of the study, ensuring that every effort contributes meaningfully to the overarching research aims. The first, general objectives. General objectives articulate the overarching goals of your study. They are broad, setting the direction for your research without delving into specifics. These objectives capture what you wish to explore or contribute to existing knowledge. And then the second, specific objectives. Specific objectives break down the general objectives into measurable outcomes. There are precise, detailing the steps needed to achieve the broader goals of your study. They often correspond to different aspects of your research question, ensuring a comprehensive approach to your study. And then we move to the steps to write effective research objectives. The first steps: identify your research problem. The first step in writing effective research objectives is to identify your research problem. What specific topic or area do you want to research? And then the second, review relevant literature. Reviewing relevant literature is an essential step in writing effective research objectives. These steps will help you understand what has already been studied in the area of your research topic and identify any research gaps that you can focus on in your study. This information can then be used to develop your research objectives. And then the third, define your research scope. Defining your research scope involves identifying the specific focus of your study. This step will help you narrow down your research objectives and make them more specific and achievable. And then fourth, formulate specific, measurable objectives. Formulating specific, measurable objectives is the most critical step in writing effective research objectives. Your objectives should be specific and clearly describe what you want to achieve in your study. They should also be measurable and include a clear method for evaluating whether the objective has been achieved. And then finally, fifth, refine and finalize your objectives. After formulating your objectives, it is important to refine and finalize them. This involves reviewing your objectives and ensuring they align with your research question, checking to see that they are realistic and feasible, and making any necessary adjustment. I think it is enough for this session. Thanks for watching, and don't forget give this channel with your like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.